Alright, we're gonna get this Playfield going. I've got some company over tonight. They're going to watch some football games, stuff like that. So we're gonna get the time lapse set up and we'll get to town on it. Company has left, so I think it's time we put some spinners on. Their choice to use these micro switches it's not bad, but they're definitely not just gonna spin forever. I always like to make sure that I'm doing the right one in the right spot. That's the spinners. I actually think I'm gonna have to start another project while I wait on parts. I got some more parts on order still. I still yet to hear back from Cliffy, so I know there's been a lot of talk of him being behind lately. I always found it interesting how tall these inlay plastics are. Get our gaps correct. So this screw goes through this hole, and there's a nut that holds it on, and then would help a little bit if I put it on there the right way. Before we put this one in the very back here, we need to get in here and remove this wood screw. Let's get that in focus. I think we'll see. Well, wrong one either way. We're not even going to set that down over there. They even had a nut with that screw. I see what they were doing. They lost the spacer. So that's why they're having to use this. So now I've got to find something that's going to space. I'll just make a spacer. Yeah, I'll just make one. Okay, let me make a spacer. I took the other one out to get some measurements. Turns out it's a homemade spacer as well. So we're just gonna use these. Should work. It actually will recess those lights just a little bit more, which I actually prefer. It was sticking out over the rubber in that area. I don't know where I got this. It doesn't have any branding on it. It's like a little ratcheting. If I get it. There you go. Takes 1/4 inch bits. Wish it was a lighter throw, but it helps. There's a very small crescent needle nose. And use that to hold this so I can thread the screw in and catch it like it was meant to be. Look at that. Much better. I like that a whole lot more. Don't worry about that ball hitting those bulbs, knocking something off, shorting something. Murphy's Law. This on camera. Well, the scratches kind of come through. Much better. I'd like for that to sit further in so it doesn't drag on the cabinet. It is close. Get those ramps and stuff on. Well, some of the stuff before getting too far down into this. What I'm going to do with this broke one, I'm going to use some Mylar on the back of it. It's supposed to actually go in that. Not hold good enough. Let's see. Instead of putting the Mylar, just a little bit of glue. Let's look at this clear one. Hang on, that one's broke too. A lot of broke plastic. There you go. Let's see if we can get that any better. Much better. If you're gonna do flame polishing, as they call it, make sure you clean as good, get it as clean as you can get it before you do that. It was set up with these poking out, so I'll leave it that way. Suppose that's the way they were wanting to use it. From factory, it was set up to be underneath a skill shot to illuminate it. I think I want to put those between the rubber. Yep, I like that better. It's gonna keep it out of the pop bumper, probably the way it's supposed to be anyway. that pop bumper cap's going to be to put on there when I put those back in there. Probably end up taking some of this stuff off again. But we always call it practice. It is always practice when you have to do that. We can put one of the pop bumper caps back on there. Let's see if this will work for this too. It's in decent shape. I think it's worth doing. It's a little better. I'm not going to go any further than that because here it looks real good. And I'm not sure how this plastic will hold up to that to go further. All right, that's where we're going to call it for the night. Oh, hang on. We got a pretty easy. That should be a pretty easy plastic to do. And I think this one should be too. Where are they at? I'm going to have to look up some pictures. I think they've done this because this is cracked. This plastic is broke. So I think they've used a washer sandwich method similar to what I did here, but on a much larger scale. Much larger scale. Maybe we'll wait on that one. Okay. We'll have some wires feed down in there, which is fine. That's where that one goes. I'm gonna wait. I'm looking at this one. Where does this one go? Based on the picture, it goes this way. We'll figure it out. Yeah, that's this one.